everything's gonna be alright. And when we get there, I'ma see a pretty, pretty, pretty young thing. I'ma ask her to take my hand, head to the floor, we gon' dance. And when we get there, best believe we gonna do a two-step. Ain't no drama in here, so don't stress. Step to the right and side to the left.
Happy Monday. Welcome to the Stephen Knight Show. Hope you had a great one. Hopefully it'll get a little bit better for you right now. We're back with the latest in sports, fashion, movie reviews, and of course the best indie music out there. Hot topics, we're talking about everything from 45 and Putin's meeting today. A lot of heads were turning about that. Also, we're talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg cheating rumors. Do you believe it? Do you don't? And also, Cardi B and Offset are reluctant to show off pictures of their daughter at this point. All that, much more in Hot Topics. I want you to weigh in with us. Remember, we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and of course, our official website, StephenKnightShow.com. But when we come back, we're getting into Hot Topics, so join us right back after this.
Spending time, getting to know some things, yeah. Major vibes, you're playing my favorite keys, yeah. On my mind, I got you on repeat, yeah. Day and night, you're singing your song for me. I haven't loved somebody, gave somebody my time, it flew right by me. Love somebody, touch somebody, so right, you crept up on me. Love somebody, gave somebody my mind, you drive me crazy. Love somebody, touch somebody, so right, you could be my sofa, baby, sofa. I'll call you my sofa, baby, sofa. You could be my sofa, baby, sofa. I'll call you my sofa, baby, sofa. You could be. Take your time, there's no need to rush this thing, yeah. Keep it light while I slowly plug your strings, yeah. You could write the sweetest melody, yeah. Your bass line resonates in my bones down deep. I haven't loved somebody, me how you like it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me how you like it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me what you like to sing. Scream it to the every break. Be my soulful baby. Be my soulful baby. You could be my soulful baby. Soulful, I'll call you my soulful baby. Soulful, you could be.
On the beat is too flexing.
If you taste my banana, you not go home. If you taste my banana, you not go home. My baby banana, baby, you not go home. My baby banana, baby, you not go home. If you taste my banana, you not go home. If you taste my banana, you not go home. Oh my baby, my African lady, oh. She's my lady, my beautiful baby, oh. Oh my lady, my African baby, oh. She's my lady, my friend from sweetie, oh. See, I get the banana, a sweet, sweet banana. I get the banana, my big, big banana. You will like my banana, titi, sweetie banana. Oh my baby, fun, fun baby, oh. Oh my baby, my sweetie baby, oh. Oh my baby, fun, fun, fun baby, oh. So I say, I will give it to you, sucker, sucker. I say, sucker, I will give it to you, my sucker, so you will take it, sucker. If you taste my banana, you not go home. If you taste my banana, you not go home. My baby banana, baby, you not go home. My baby banana, baby, you not go home. Oh, my Jula, oh, wait, up by me, Calebio. Najula, yeah, you know, up by me, Calebio. You know, the lemon, Najula, up by my Legio. Why, by me, Calebio? Why, you know, the lemon? I like you, see me, the lemon, by my Calebio. You know, the lemon, by me, Calebio. Oh, my baby, my African lady, oh. She's my lady, my beautiful baby, oh. Oh, my lady, my African baby, oh. She's my lady, my friend from sweetie, oh. Sweet, sweet baby. See, I get the banana, a sweet, sweet banana. I get the banana, my big, big banana. You will like my banana, titi, sweetie banana. Oh, my baby, fun, fun baby, oh. Tell you well, mama, well, tell you well, you know that I'm your male. Tell you well, no, you well, tell you well, male. If you taste my banana, you not go home. If you taste my banana, you not go home. My baby banana, baby, you not go home. My baby banana, baby, you not go home.
On the beat is too flexing.
Hey, what's up? This is Kima, and you're listening to the Steven Knight Show. Make sure you check out that Love Me Back.
Welcome back to the Steven Knight Show. Miss Parker, how's it going?
Happy Monday. It's going well. How are you?
I can't complain. How was your weekend?
It was great. You know, I've never had a bad weekend. I was
Right.
actually in town. Yeah, I have family pass through, heading to Hilton Head from Vegas. So
Nice.
they stayed a night with me before heading out, which is great. And they're going to spend a couple of nights with me on their way back. So I'm looking forward to that. Got to see some friends, hung out with some friends from out of town yesterday.
Okay.
It was great. How was yours?
My weekend was really good, actually. I, got out with some friends over the weekend, but yesterday was real fun for me because I got to go swimming. I have not swam all summer, and so my homeboy, he put some food on the grill. BJ Bernard put food on the grill and had people over swimming. A lot of fun. It was a nice day. They said it was supposed to rain, but it didn't rain until like late that night, so it all worked out. It was a good weekend.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. What about you, Chicky? How's it going? How was your weekend?
My weekend was awesome. I did the same as you. I was out at the pool, got a couple shades darker. I feel really good.
Yeah, I hear that. Cheers to good weekends. Like Miss Parker said, there's no such thing as a bad weekend. All right, well, our question of the day is, Forbes magazine had Kylie Jenner on the cover of their magazine saying that, right now she's about $900 million, what she's worth. And they're saying that she's fast-tracked to be the youngest billionaire, self-made billionaire, before she turns 21. A lot of people were questioning, is she really self-made? Because, the Kardashian name, she's been on Keeping Up with the Kardashians since she was like a little girl. So, it helped build her following. But then some people say, well, she is self-made because she's not Kim. She's not the rest of them. She kind of did it her own way. What are you all's thoughts?
Honestly, I think people are so negative and so, they need to be worried about their own checks, okay? Because I don't see why they are so set on bashing this girl. She could have came from that same exact family and did nothing with her life. Look at Rob.
Yeah.
He grew up on the show. He actually has a Kardashian name.
Mm-hmm.
So, you could say you don't like the family, whatever, but why knock their hustle? I think if folks weren't so busy hating on them, they can actually learn from these people.
Yeah.
Because they are business savvy. They have a lot of knowledge that can be shared. People are so busy hating. That's what happens when you hate on people. You miss out on the lessons they're supposed to learn. So I just think it's all nonsense. Like I've seen a few of the conversations being posted. I think it's nonsense. I think putting all that negative energy into whether or not she's self-made, regardless, her check will still clear. She's still going to be probably the one to ever do it. So what's it to me?
Right. What's it to me? What about you, Chika?
I mean, they forged a name for themselves. She just happened to be in the right set of people at the right time. And they had a great coach in their mom. Their mom coached them all very well. And they're all doing well for themselves. So, I can't knock her hustle.
Yeah, that's what I said. I definitely don't knock the hustle because they're doing it big. And, because most of her fame has come from, not fame, her fortune has come from her lipstick line or something like that, or makeup line. And so I definitely think there's something that can be learned. I don't think I would call her self-made. I think a self-made person is someone like Oprah. You know what I mean? Someone like Tyler Perry who was homeless. I think that's self-made, but regardless, the fact that she is that young and worth that much shows that she's doing something right. So, tweet us at Stephen Knight Show SHO and let us know. Do you think Kylie Jenner is self-made? All right. Well, 45 is in Helsinki, Finland today. He met with Russian President Vladimir Putin, to discuss several things, including the incredible allegations that Russia tampered into the 2016 election. Now, last week, Special Counsel Robert Mueller indicted 12 Russian military officials for their involvement in hacking and cyber terrorism related to the presidential election. Despite those indictments, though, and evidence gathered by our own American-owned intelligence agency, 45, at his press conference today with Putin, said President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today. He said offered to have people working on the case come and work their investigation with the respect of 12 people. I think that's an incredible offer. I really do want to see the server. He would say, I want to see the server. I don't see any reason why we would be. So he's pretty much saying that after all this investigation, after all of the research, Robert Mueller has said Russia has hacked into our election. They're trying to hack into the 2020 election, but Trump is saying that they didn't do it. And it's interesting because I was watching CNN today, and they had a lot of the news shows, and some people from his cabinet were scheduled to come on different shows, to speak for him, but they all canceled because they said there's no way we can't argue this for him. He is wrong. He is wrong. What are your thoughts?
I mean, of course he's going to say that because he's in cahoots with Putin. So if Putin rigged the election for you to win, it's going to be in your best interest to say it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over him. That's all I have to say.
It's embarrassing.
He's,
yeah.
Of course he's going to say, he's saying what he needs to say because he benefited from it.
Yeah. TK?
He also is the man that didn't sleep with Stormy Daniels, isn't he?
Right.
He's a liar and a fraud and a shim and a sham. I just can't. I just can't. He's the worst. The worst that ever sat in that office. He's the worst.
He is the worst.
Yeah, I don't even have the words. There's too many ties before he became in office to Russia, and I can't say that I know. I'm more than sure that some deals was made. You let me do a couple real estate deals here, and I'll make sure you get business here if you could put me in the office over here. That's how he operates.
Yeah.
It's like, what's it called? 5-card Monty. That's who he is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I mean, if just looking at it, it's just like he does nothing by the rules. He does not, they said that he doesn't want people around him that will say, no, you're wrong. And Republicans are scared. A lot of them are to speak up against him because as they're doing that, they're losing their, the midterm elections, and then they're losing their base. And so it's just disgusting what we're seeing. But speaking of Stormy Daniels, I don't know if you heard about this last week. She was performing at a strip club in Ohio, and she was arrested. They had supposedly 5 undercover police officers. I guess they were doing something related to drugs. And they saw her on stage performing, and she did what's called motorboating. In Ohio and several other states, they're not allowed, the patrons aren't allowed to touch the strippers at all, And so because she allowed, I think it was an undercover cop that she allowed this to happen to, she was arrested. She did get out on bond, $6,000, but the charges were later dropped. People think that because she's been so outspoken, her and her attorney, that she's being targeted. Do you think that's kind of what happened here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a setup. When was the last time you heard of anybody being arrested for that in the
Right.
club? And why would they have undercover officers in there targeting just her?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was a setup. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing. No, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. Chike?
I mean, how many other cases would you have where you have someone who's a porn star and they're trying to discredit the porn star?
Right.
From a case.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
No offense to porn stars. This is not a dig, but you're already on the totem pole at a certain level. How much further are you going to take her down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely was a setup. Well, check this story out. Tell me, do you believe that this crime, of the punishment, fit the crime? So a British woman, she is making international headlines after she confessed to murdering her father after reportedly finding a box of explicit childhood photos of herself and another child. Now, USA reports that Barbara Coombs, 63, was gardening outside her father's Stockport, England home in 2006 when she found the photos that hit her father with the shovel and then slit his throat before burying him in the garden. Now, she confessed to living in the home for a decade and collecting welfare benefits. She later testified that her father raped her hundreds of times, and she called him violently bully, who physically and verbally attacked her while keeping her daughter as a sex slave. Now, Combs pled guilty to manslaughter and fraud and has been sentenced to 9 years in jail. What are your thoughts?
They need to let her go. Period.
Yeah. Because of the abuse?
Yeah, I mean, that's not even abuse. That's torture and trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Your own father doing that to you and your child? No. I mean, it's evident that it happened because she had evidence of him keeping pictures of her as a child in inappropriate ways.
Yeah.
No, that's even that is enough. Even if they don't believe the other stuff, that's enough. Because in that moment, she was probably traumatized. You don't know what you were capable of when something like that happens. So he just, it was what he had coming.
Yeah. Chica?
So she killed him, and then she lived off of his benefits after she buried the body?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she buried him and lived off his, for a decade. His welfare.
So for 10 years. So basically the crime is for fraud.
That's what I believe. I believe that's what she got. That's why she only got 9 years, because it's for the fraud, not necessarily the murder.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's, she got 9 years for everything, but I think they probably felt her, because she had been sexually molested and raped.
She probably would have been all right if it was just the murder part.
Yeah.
But then you lived for 10 years off of that man's money after.
Yeah.
So it makes it look like it was more malicious than it actually was.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. More Hot Topics after this.
Suitcase. I'm only taking what I need. The world is waiting for me. I won't sit home any longer. Since I've died enough hunger, and I should be making a difference. I know I'm telling the truth. Wasted potential is the death of many. Yet there's plenty of dead men who live, 'cause their words live on, though they've been long gone. Yes, I know I wanna be like them. I've got places to be. I've got to see. Let's get on. It's time to go. What we waiting for? What we waiting for? Out to my suitcase. Kicking out my suitcase. State to state. I'm going state to state. Smelling the hay. Country to country. Living out to my suitcase. I'm gonna make a difference, not gonna walk in ignorance. Make the world listen, I'ma leave an imprint. Yes, they gon' know I'm here. The world is gonna be my stage. And when I'm long gone, they gon' talk about me. They gon' read about me. I'm gonna leave a legacy, a legacy. Yes, you and me gon' make history. Wasted potential is the death of many. Yet there's plenty of dead men who live, 'cause their words live on, though they've been long gone. Yes, I know I wanna be like them. I've got places to be. Come on and get your stuff. Let's hit the road. It's time to go. Let's hit the road. I'm gonna be living out to my suitcase. When facing fears, they'll disappear. They'll disappear. I got places to be, things to see. Let's hit the road. It's time to go. What we waiting for? I'm gonna be living out to my suitcase. Country to country, spelling the hay, if that's what it takes. I'm living out to my suitcase. Places to be, things to see. I got places to be. It's time to go. I'm gonna be living out to my suitcase. City to city, state to state, country to country, spelling the hay, if that's what it takes. I'm living out to my suitcase. If you believe in your dream, won't you sing and say, out to my suitcase. If you believe in your dream, living out to my suitcase. Nirvana. I'ma live for this Nirvana. I'ma ride for this Nirvana. I'm so down for this Nirvana. I'm a clown for this Nirvana. I'm killing this Nirvana. I'm drilling this Nirvana. I'ma ride for this Nirvana. I'ma slide for this Nirvana. My gang know how I roll. I'm working on Rocky Road. My brain be solar loaded. My ride be solar floating. I dream of being gifted, dodging the penitentiary. They say that I'm a villain. No murder case, I ain't killing. They don't know how I roll. Obstacles kicking on. Trap door steady open. Robbing, banging, and smoking. I'm pushing up, then coasting. I'm pouring steady Loki. I marry Mary Jane, just bearing all my pain. You think I ain't gon' ride, nigga? You must be insane. Dumb, I know I ain't joking. The mission is in motion. I'ma live for this Nirvana. I'ma ride for this Nirvana. I'm so down for this Nirvana. I'm a clown for this Nirvana. I'm killing this Nirvana. I'm drilling this Nirvana. I'ma ride for this Nirvana. I'ma slap for this Nirvana. What up, sir? With my homies on the curb, yeah. Sent my last to my homie locked down, yeah. See men die with my eyes, yeah. And the good die young, that's truth, yeah. All my fam ride for the same thing. Make it to the top, dodge that chain gang. 10 years in the streets, I done seen things. 6 times been in jail, I done heard things. Real recognize real, that's the truth, yeah. Fake recognize fake, that's proof, yeah. My bros, they ride or die. I know they real, alright. Gang, 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 all they speak of. Bang, 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 ring tears, cause I'm gonna live tonight. I'm gonna slide. I'ma live for this Nirvana. I'ma ride for this Nirvana. I'm so down for this Nirvana. I'm a clown for this Nirvana. I'm killing this Nirvana. I'm drilling this Nirvana. Made love into the sunlight. Can't believe I had you going all night. A touch here, pulled hair, back it up, right there. Girl, you know you did some things to me slowly. Got me thinking I should call you my shorty. You the type that I could bring around the homies. Down for me, I ain't never gotta worry. Tease me, kiss me, squeeze me. Tell me that you miss me. Tell me you and I are meant to be. Forever you and I T-Y. Cause I'm that guy. Love at first sight when you caught my eye. Never do I ever wanna make you cry. Baby, be mine and we'll fly so high, so high. It's the morning after. It's the morning after. We made love and I can't get enough. It's the morning after. It's the morning after. We made love and I can't get enough of you. Girl, I know in the past I was moving fast in my own world. You was there all along, I was so fine to you. Pearl, if I knew then what I know now, girl, you would have been in that wedding gown. House on the hill, queen with a crown. Oh girl, you know that you are my everything. Since you've been in my life, ain't been the same. I need ya, I want ya, wanna be there for you. So let me love you. It's the morning after. We made love and I can't get enough. It's the morning after. It's the morning after. We made love and I can't get enough of you. Laying here in this bed, got so many things in my head. Thinking about how my life would have been if I met you way back when. But either way, I'm grateful for that love so beautiful. And I'm obsessed with showing you love, my love. Oh, baby. It's the morning after. We made love. Can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. We made love. Can't get enough. It's the morning after. Yeah, and I can't get enough. Can't get enough of you. It's the can't get enough of you. We made love, and I can't get enough of you. Yeah, I need you, baby. Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Desiree Mitchell. My new single, I Need That, is out right now. I have Loyalty coming out. There's a lot going on, and you're listening to The Stephen Knight Show, so stay tuned.
All right, welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you, we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and, of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. You can also check us out on iTunes and iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts. All right, well, did you hear Snoop is being accused of cheating on his wife? You know, he's been married to his high school sweetheart, I believe, over 20 years now. Well, there's this fame-hungry woman who has pulled stunts on celebrities. She said that Offset fathered her child, but then was exposed for having fake maternity results. She's been doing this for a while. Well, her name is Selena Powell, and she says that she's been secretly seeing Snoop Dogg. This time she's posting videos and text messages seemingly from Snoop, showing him flying her out and FaceTiming her while making plans to meet up. Now, the so-called Black Widow said the reason why she's exposed them now, she said that they messed around. She said, I'm sorry, get to her tweet, because she put on Twitter why she exposed them. She pretty much said that they had been, I'm sorry, I thought I had it in front of me. Oh, yeah. So they messed around back in June, and she said he and they were cool. And she says she would not have exposed him, but he did something to her 3 days ago. And so since then, people have been tweeting her, asking her questions, and she's been responding, but not saying exactly what he did. Now, Snoop, however, took to Instagram, paid her no mind, and advertised his new show that he has coming out called Clout Chasers. So, do you believe Snoop may have been cheating, or do you believe this woman? She's been discredited before, but she did have videos, and it looks like Snoop, but no one really knows if it's really him. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't understand why these men are even associating themselves with women like that. It's like, how dumb can you be?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she had to have some kind of association with him. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if his wife is okay, and that's all that. I guess that's all that really truly matters. She did post receipts, so it is possible, because like somebody said on one of the posts, is that these men recycle these same women, knowing who they are, knowing what they're capable of, and I don't get it, but it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a certain type of woman that entertains those type of people, and as we remember back in the day, Superhead was one of those women.
Mm-hmm.
And, then you have one who turns out to be a breakout star like Superhead did, so this woman is trying to have her come up. These women exist in the industry. They have a place. And a lot of them get beside themselves and want to grow out of that space, so they start the scandal rumors, and they start talking. I think that they're a lot of times in an arrangement, and sometimes the arrangement gets broken, and then that's when they start talking. I can't speak to this case, can't speak to that if it's really Snoop, but him and his wife been together for 20 years. I'm sure his wife has seen and heard a lot.
Yeah. Well, and also, I like that Snoop's not entertaining her, at least publicly. You know what I mean? But I think you have to be smart. If you're someone that high of a status and you're dealing with an Instagram model, of course they're going to record your conversations, keep your text messages and all that. Why you even think that that wouldn't happen? You know what I mean? Or the possibility of that happening. So I think that we as men have to be a little bit more smarter. You know what I mean? Let's think with both heads, not just one down below. You know what I'm saying? But Snoop also made a comment pretty much saying his wife ain't going nowhere. So anyway, by the way, Snoop said when he credits Tupac to him being with his wife, because he said, I heard an interview, he said that that he was about to break up with her because he was young and the fame, and Tupac told him, "No, you have a good one, you keep her," and he stayed with her. And,
wait! It was more specific than that. Tupac saw him in a place where he probably shouldn't have been.
Right.
And he was about to do some stuff that he probably shouldn't have done, and Tupac kind of pulled him aside and got him straight.
You got a good one.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You got a good one. You need to stick with that one.
Exactly. Well, Azealia Banks you know, she's known for having her feuds with just about everyone. She's had it with what's her name, Nicki Minaj. She's had them with just, there was a long list they posted of people she's had beef with. But now it's Nick Cannon. So she was on Wildin' Out, his show, and she accused him and the cast of making jokes, pre-planned jokes, colorist jokes about her, pretty much, about her skin color. So she was told she was just going there to interview and perform. And when she got there, pretty much what she's saying is that they said, well, you can be part of some of the skits or jokes. And, you know, of course, she went in on the people afterwards because she said they kept making jokes about her skin color and her skin tone and all that. Well, then people were commenting. She put this on Instagram. People were commenting on it. And she wrote, if I were to make fun of Nick Cannon for having lupus and being weak and sickly, if I made a joke that said he'd be dead by the end of the year, then Azealia Banks is bad. Is the bad guy, right? So Nick Cannon wrote back. He said, don't you hate when you create your own storms but forget your umbrella? Hashtag, no, he's put at Azealia Banks, we're praying for you, Queen. Hashtag speedy recovery. Hashtag healing she. Hashtag she wild out for real. Hashtag karma. She comments, pray for your immune system, Nick. Don't pray for me.
Oh, wow.
So then some of the comics on the show, he wrote, one of the guys, Timothy DeLego, he wrote, these were jokes were not about, the jokes were not about her skin. They were just saying they were making funny jokes about, you know, everyone that's been on there knows that they crack on each other kind of thing. And they're saying there was nothing about her skin tone, that she took it the wrong way. Well, of course, she clapped back on him, and now it's this big thing. But, you know, they pre-record these shows, so it's not like it airs live. What are your thoughts?
Well, I will say that she's the common denominator in all of these.
Yeah.
She puts out a lot of negative energy. So I'm keen to believe that she went in there with negative energy and not realizing what the show is really about. Obviously, the girl has some issues. She has some mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
And so people who have mental issues are always the victim, right?
Right.
They enter a situation in victim mode, and they're very selfish. So she probably went in there. She probably and for her to be the way she is, most likely have low self-esteem. So that environment wasn't conducive to her mental health in the way, period.
Yeah.
But you know, I just think. So I think his response was the best, because that's what I would have done. That's what I normally do with people like that too. I'm praying for you. Peace out.
Right.
You know, because there's no reasoning with those types of people.
Yeah.
All you that she gets the help that she needs, and realize that the reason, you know, she may be where she is because of her negative energy and what she brings to the table.
Mm-hmm. Chike?
So I understand that she's trying to climb. She's trying to establish herself in a way for her career. And a lot of times when people get desperate, they take anything that comes their way. Because of who she is and how she is, she probably shouldn't have done that show. She's not strong enough. And her people should have been, her camp should have been better advisors for her when the paperwork came through. If you want to be on Wildin' Out, they should have been like, no, this is not a good move for you. They should have advised her better.
Yeah. And I think the reason why she is more known for her feuds than her music is because this is what she gives. You know what I mean? And her negative energy is what keeps her from being successful. I actually saw a movie with her. I didn't realize it was her, but it was on Netflix. And it actually was a pretty good movie. But I couldn't get past her persona, you know what I mean, of what you read about her, to really focus on her character in the movie. And so, you know, it's karma, like Nick said, karma. All right, so Cardi B.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Just want to tell Azealia Banks. Azealia, if you're listening, please go see my friend, Deanna Williams. She's a life coach. She helps entertainers at Deanna Williams. Yeah. Check her out.
Most definitely. All right, Cardi B, baby girl won't be making any public debut. If her mom has anything to do with it. So apparently they're getting a bunch of offers from media outlets to get pictures of Culture. Culture is her daughter. But Cardi B says she's not even considering doing it. Her and Offset making any deals or desired making any deals until their daughter is at least 5 to 6 months old. Now, sources said Cardi just wants to focus on being a mom and bonding with her baby. So Culture is going to be on the low for now, but she's already living the high life. Do you agree with this decision? Because she's getting a lot of offers up to like $100,000, you know, even higher than that. Do you agree with this decision to keep the pictures, you know, kind of under wraps for now?
Yeah, that's her private life and her choice and her child. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she should be able to make whatever decision she feels is healthier for her family.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not entitled to seeing her kids.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree, Chicken.
I agree as well. And then also the flip side of that too is Cardi B, hold out for the top dollar. Hold out for that full people spread. You know, that 5-page spread with you and your family. You know how they do it. You know how they do it.
Right. All right, last topic. So it was a big day in Paris yesterday. Day after the country's biggest celebration, Bastille Day. And then Beyonce and Jay-Z, they were in Paris for their second night on the On the Run 2 tour. Gave an awesome performance. Now, if you don't know, France won the World Cup, and it was televised on the Stade de France big screen. So, of course, France and Paris, they were feeling really good. But what they're saying is the showstopper was former First Lady Michelle Obama was at the concert with Tina Knowles dancing and singing along to all the hits. She also brought her daughters Sasha and Malia out to attend. And if you go online, there are pictures of it. She was getting it. At one point, Tina Knowles sat down. Michelle was there still getting it. Did you see the clips? What are your thoughts about Michelle living her best life?
I think it's awesome. You know, I mean, we have to keep in mind that these are regular people as well. They want to enjoy themselves and have a good time just like the rest of us do. So I say have a good time, Michelle, all summer 18. Have fun, live it up.
Yes, all summer 18. Shige, anything with that?
Yeah, just Michelle's always exude great amount of energy, and why should she stop now? Keep going.
Exactly.
Do it.
I love it. And I also saw pictures over the weekend of Barack Obama in Kenya, kind of linking up with some of his relatives over there. So it's good to see them out there doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much for Hot Topics. I know, Chike, I'll see you in movie reviews. Ms. Parker, have a great week.
Sure.
And we will be right back after this.
Your love is showing me my path. My heart belongs in your grasp. I only see you underneath your light. I can't survive without your kiss. My life dripping from your lips. I'm nowhere if I'm not by your side. It feels like time slows down, and every breath is getting longer. I feel my heart sinking to the ground, and every weakness is getting stronger. And as I'm falling, I can feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. And I'm breathing in every single sound you make. I can feel your words all in the air. If your voice making my heart beat, if your soul is all I see, it's like the rest of the world is not there. It feels like time slows down, and every breath is getting longer. I feel my heart sinking to the ground, and every weakness is getting stronger. And as I'm falling, I can feel you lift me up underneath your wings, and it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin, and it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. And as I'm falling down, I feel you lift me up underneath your wings, and it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin, and it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life.
But the jupa she Jackie, forget never suffer, suffer, forget never suffer, suffer. Hungry lion they waiting, but a man they setting. Destiny God they chasing, but the jupa she Jackie. I said that jupa she waiting, she checking, she looking like she not know what they are talking. I told her that trouble she causing, the way that she rocking and shaking her to my Onina Fatumata, put it on me like she from Kakatai. All the men and scatter, now Benny, I wear in a chaklai. When you tie your lapa and you wear your skin test, when you rocking your tuma, Bange, I won't marry you. Chamu, I won't take you. Anything you want, I give it to you. Take my knee, my money, my car, my clothes, my everything, oh. Suffer, Bange never suffer, suffer. Hungry lion they waiting, but a man they setting. Destiny God they chasing, but the jupa she jacking. Bange never suffer, suffer. Bange never suffer, suffer. Hungry lion they waiting, but a man they setting. Destiny God they chasing, but the jupa she jacking.
One play you non see fun get capping. Like I said before, hungry line blocking. You leave it, another scam and we'll buy pay. Grab it, squeeze it with dry face. That the time you will be trying how to catch it. You know you're missing a casa bambete. You fix it, 05 trying how to catch it. Then you want speed series now till they get. Pretty girl, let me take you out of dinner. I got a cheddar, forgive me, I was a sinner. Gonna be better from January down to December. Take trips, go to spots even in the winter. So sexy, gorgeous and beautiful. Everything that we do is so memorable. I'm feeling you from your head down to your toes. Don't have to speak on it, I'm gonna show.
Setting, destiny God they chasing, but the jupa she jacking. Bange never chasing, but the trooper she checking.
Anytime she walking, the boy them be watching. Anytime she walking, the boy them be jaking. Baby girl, you temptation. Anytime you turn, girl, you confusion. Baby girl, you temptation. Anytime you turn, girl, you confusion. Baby girl, you blow my mind away. Anytime you turn like way, girl, you make me wanting you tonight. Forget, never, you never suffer.
Setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the trooper she jacking. Forget never suffer, suffer, forget never suffer, suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the trooper she jacking.
All right, what's going on, y'all? This is Ricardo Grim haunting the airwaves right now. You listening to the Stephen Knight Show. Hey, don't go to sleep without saying your prayer.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you guys?
Cannot complain. How was the weekend?
Pretty good. You know, the weather was nice. Not too rough today. It was like in the mid-90s or high 90s and humid, but the weekend was nice and breezy. It was in the high 80s, so, you know, just kind of enjoyed it, went to the pool, hung out.
I hear that. I think we were all at the pool. Chike was at the pool, I was at the pool, you were at the pool. It was that weekend.
Yeah, it was a good pool weekend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'll let y'all take it away with movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I saw, and I know it's been a couple weeks, but I saw the 4th of July release, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and this is the sequel to 2015's Ant-Man, starring Paul Rudd as a Marvel superhero, or in the storyline, a Marvel character that becomes the superhero Ant-Man. And this is the sequel to that, taking place right after, in the timeline, the Civil War, a couple years after Civil War, before Infinity War, and again, this is kind of a standalone movie in the Marvel Universe, but it does reference some of the other characters, and it follows Ant-Man and the Wasp, played by Evangeline Lilly, who is another character, and you'll see her in the trailers, as they're working on a mission to kind of get her mother out of this kind of molecular realm. And the only reason I'm explaining it like this is because I actually have not seen the first Ant-Man, which, warning as would be obvious, you definitely need to see the first one to understand a little bit of the second one or some of the historical background. That being said, though, I enjoyed the movie. It was fun. So the best way for me to describe it is it was a bad plot, but connected by a lot of good scenes. The villains weren't that good, and the storyline wasn't amazing, but you had great work by Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly. I thought Michael Pena did a breakout job as kind of the head of the security agency that they work at, and it was great all around. There's a lot of comedy. It was definitely in the vein of, I assume, how the original one, Ant-Man, was, but Guardians of the Galaxy, Paul Rudd does great with comedy, and it's fun. It's a fun movie. If you're looking for a superhero movie that doesn't take itself too seriously, definitely check it out. But again, I will warn you, see the first one. It'll help a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually saw that too, and I thought that you actually need to see the first one, and you need to see Civil War to understand some of the referencing in the movie. It was great to see Michelle Pfeiffer, and of course it's great to see Michael Douglas. I like to see the veterans, in modern movies. I think that, when it comes to some of those actors of a certain age, they're not getting as much work. So it's good to see them, in films like this, that they're still staying in the public eye. me personally, Adam, I don't really like comedy with my superheroes.
Superheroes. Okay.
Yeah, I don't do that too well. However, Deadpool is a winner for me, and Ant-Man is actually a winner for me. Paul Rudd really pulls it off very well, and I think that the chemistry between him and Evangeline Lilly is really well. I hope they do more movies together. I hope that they will give them better storylines in the future as it relates to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So I watched a movie on Starz. It was a documentary film, and it was called The Rape of Reese Taylor. And it's about, in 1944, a black woman, wife and a mother, after an evening church service, was chased and raped by 7 Caucasian men in Alabama. And she actually named her accusers, and they actually went to court. But she didn't have her fair day in court. And the documentary talks about the actual attack all the way up to her actual death when she died in December of last year, 2017. And ironically enough, she outlived all of her attackers. And it talks about how Rosa Parks got involved in the situation, the NAACP got involved, and the fight just for this woman to have her fair day in court, which she really never really had a fair day in court. And the state of Alabama wind up apologizing to her some years later. Definitely check it out. It's really powerful. And it doesn't just talk about Reese Taylor's situation. It also blends into what other situations were going on at the time and how her story prompted other acts of justice to be exposed, and other situations, justice was brought to that. So definitely check it out. It's very powerful. It's very strong. I was brought to tears a couple times with that. Check it out. It's very strong. I saw it on the Starz Network. If anyone has Starz, check it out.
Awesome.
And the final film that I saw was the documentary Whitney, which was actually produced by her sister-in-law, Pat Houston. Pat Houston is featured, Cissy Houston, Bobby Brown is featured, Michael Houston and Gary Houston, which are Whitney's brothers, they're featured as well. And the footage from the movie actually comes from a film that Whitney was actually working on for herself. She had cameras follow her around, so this is actual footage that Whitney gave the thumbs up to. Stephen, chime in. It's really, really, really powerful. I know that you saw it.
I did. Okay. So, the movie, I just watched the documentary, and I thought it was actually really good, right? You learned a lot of things that we as the public didn't know about her life and everything. For me, the only thing I did not like about this was it shows, she passed and her funeral, but then it just ends. So it leaves like on such a bad note, as opposed to, of course, all that stuff happening, but they could have said, but her music will live on and play, ways that impacted, her music. They did that throughout the movie, but they didn't do it at the end. So it just ends on a negative note for me. And I just didn't like that. That's one thing I did not like about it. But I thought overall it was really good. They had a lot of a lot of talent stuff you just didn't know as a fan or someone who just knew of her in the world. And do you think that it was too revealing, Chike?
No, not at all. I mean, for it to be, she's passed at this point, and I think that her fans probably needed something that they didn't have. And what I really appreciated was the candor, and I also appreciated the footage that we've never seen before of her singing. I swear that the footage of her doing her mom's one-woman show, when she stepped in for her mom, that footage, I had never heard that before. I've never heard Whitney sing like that before. So that was a treat for me because it was phenomenal. And it made you appreciate why she was here and what she brought to the music game. Whitney was one of a kind, and you can never take that away from her. No matter what scandal, what negativity, she was the voice.
Well, her mother Dion, because I'll say this because it's been something they've been using kind of to promote the film, is that it was revealed that that Dionne Warwick, who is Whitney's first cousin, her sister, who was 21 years older than Whitney, molested her and her brother when they were kids, 7, 8, 9 years old. And so Pat Houston, who's Whitney's, who was her manager and her sister-in-law, said that she told, because Whitney's mom knew nothing about this, and she told Sissy about it right 2 days before it hit the Cannes Film Festival. So they released a statement, a joint statement, and said that pretty much they don't believe that. They don't believe it happened. They said that, and obviously, and the sister-in-law, Dionne's sister, who Dee Warwick, she's passed away in like 2006 or so. But they said that Whitney and Dee are not here to discuss this, to deny it or say it happened. And Whitney never publicly talked about this. She talked about her drug use. She talked about her marriage. But she never talked about this. And she didn't even tell her mom. So she felt it was distasteful to put it out there without anyone here to deny it or, whatever. What do you think about that?
I guess I would have to agree because they weren't around to defend themselves, but it's something to think about. It's something that's out there. But something to think about.
Gary, her older brother, said it happened to him too, and he is still alive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think I don't know. I just think that I thought it was good. I thought it was really good, especially as a fan. So when I've been a fan since I was a kid, there was a lot, like you said, the behind the scene footage. I remember she was in the studio recording "You Light Up My Life." I was like, "Sang," because that wasn't a take they used for the actual song. But
right.
But it did show her talent. It showed her as a person, as a human, and you walked away with a different perspective for me of who she was as a person, just not the star that we all knew. You know what I mean? But again, I just didn't like that it ended such a sad way. You know what I mean? It could have. We know the story. We know she passed away, but it could have. The ending could have been a little bit more brighter for me, I thought.
I was a little disappointed in Bobby, though. I thought that he could have contributed a little more, being as though he was her husband.
Yeah.
And he had a different perspective than anyone else that was involved in
Well,
the
they
film.
think he purposely did that because, he has his Bobby Brown movie coming out on BET. That's coming out, I think, in September. And they say that he purposely did not really divulge a lot because of that movie's coming up.
He should have opted out the movie.
Yeah, I agree. Because it was pointless for him to be in there. It was pointless for him to be in there for me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think part of it is because he's moved on. I mean, obviously, he lost his ex-wife, he lost his daughter. You know what I mean? And so now he's remarried. He has new kids. He has his oldest son and his oldest daughter and oldest son. But he has 2 younger kids now. And I think maybe he just doesn't want to go back on that. I think he's in denial about a lot of things happened too, though. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
he has spoken public. I remember he was somewhere, it was like a press conference kind of thing, and a woman asked him, does he feel responsible for Whitney's death? And what he said, I love this answer. He said, I can't say if I'm responsible or not. I can just say I didn't help. I thought that was big for him to say that. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah.
But and clearly, I mean, for many years, a lot of people were under the assumption that Bobby Brown drug her down. Clearly, if you see the documentary, it's clear and concise that was not the case at all.
Right. And also the thing was, and what Sissy Houston said, she wrote a book after Whitney died. And she said she never blamed Bobby for Whitney, for the death or for her drug use. But he said that if she was a better man, that could have helped her. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot because, initially I think Bobby back in the day he wasn't forthtelling with his drug use. He used to say that she introduced him to cocaine, which is not true. He was doing cocaine before he met her, which he later out and came out and said that. You know what I mean? But I just think it was just a toxic relationship, and it's sad. But I'll say what the movie didn't say. We still have her music. We still have her music. We still have, her that talent. I mean, if you're a singer, that's a talent, and she had it, and it was so easy. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I thought the documentary was good overall. I just didn't like the ending. That's my takeaway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they ended it on a sad note on purpose to give it a little more dramatic effect?
I think they did, but so what they do is after they talk about the funeral and all that, they go right into her singing. She's singing. First, it's her singing live, and then it goes into the album version of "I Have Nothing," the song she was singing. It's just kind of like you walk away like you feel sad again. You know what I mean? And I think for a documentary, it should, this is what happened. And we got great perspective from people that work with her and had known her for many, many years, right? So we learned a lot. Kevin Costner was part of it. Clive Davis was part of it. There was a lot of people in there. Her boyfriends from back in the day, you know what I mean? But then it ends on such a sad note. It's kind of like, oh. And I was looking at some of the tweets from it, and everyone's like, I should have had my tissues. I should have my Kleenex with me. You know what I mean? It just, I think it would, if it was more of a celebratory thing at the end, about the work and the person, and not just necessarily just a death funeral. Okay, the end. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense.
Some kind of feel good moment, something that makes you you feel better watching the movie, not worse.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think toward the end, if they would have done her stats going out, like what she accomplished, that would have been like primo.
Yeah. Which they went out, and to their credit, they did discuss that throughout the movie. Oh, she's the first black woman to do this. Oh, she's the highest, she's the most awarded female artist of all time. They said all that, you know what I mean? She still holds the record for 7 consecutive #1 hits. No one's ever done that, you know what I mean? But the ending was just like, because you're already talking about, she started going her demise with the drugs and battling back and forth, her finances, whatever. So, you already started going that deep place. Then she passes away. Her daughter passes away. Well, her funeral, her daughter passed away, and then it's the end. You know what I mean? It's nothing. It doesn't. To me, it didn't. That part doesn't celebrate what she contributed to music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still think it was good. Though.
Worth watching.
Definitely worth seeing. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it definitely is. But just be prepared at the end. You're gonna walk away like, did this happen again? Did this happen yesterday?
Yeah, I'll turn it off before it ends.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, so what's coming down the pipeline?
Well, it's not for a couple weeks, but Mission Impossible. I know we've been talking about it for a little while. The trailers look great. I try not to listen to too much of the critic stuff, but even the critics are loving it, and I'm excited. Again, it's one of those movies. It's kind of like the Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think better, obviously, because they get better over time. But it's one of those movies, you put another Mission Impossible out, and I'll watch it just because I like what they do with it. So that's the big one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And I'm The Equalizer 2 is on my list. I haven't seen that yet, even though I know it's in theaters now, and I haven't checked it out.
Yeah, the sequel. You think it'll be any good, or you think it's a cash grab?
They took their time to make it. I'm thinking it's going to have some weight to it. I'm thinking so.
Okay.
I'm thinking so. And even though, and this is speaking to Denzel, I saw, what's the movie that you saw, the Esquire movie?
Roman Israel?
Yeah, I
Roman,
saw that not too long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. And I appreciated what it brought to the game. This was an educational movie. I understand why he picked that movie to do. And it was very poignant. And if you happen to be African American and you get caught up in the law, this movie speaks to you. It speaks to changing certain precedents that's happening in the judicial system now when it comes to African American people. And in watching the movie, I knew exactly why Denzel picked this project to do, because it had poignance. And on the layer of that, he's playing someone who's on the autism spectrum. So it turned out to be a beautiful thing for me. I really wish that I saw it in the theater now.
Interesting, yeah, because I didn't think, I mean, it was his, I felt like he did it because he wanted the Oscar nom, which he got, but I don't know, I felt like the plot was kind of lacking, or even there was just not enough depth for it, but again, he does a great job, as he does in every movie, so he really stood out in that movie, and it was a kind of a different Denzel. It wasn't an over-the-top, overacting, like, he wasn't loud or extreme, it was great. So he did a great job, but yeah.
All right. Well, as always, thank you so much for letting us know what to spend our money on and what not to. Have a great week, and we'll talk again next Monday.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Right back after that.
Why you keep loving me wrong? I'm tired, and I'm moving on. You feel me? No, I'm like a bum. Stop loving me wrong. Why you keep loving me wrong? I'm tired, and I'm moving on. You feel me? No, I'm like a bum. Stop loving me. I was with you, but living a lie. I was giving you life. You were loving me wrong for a while. You were cheating but standing in aisle. You're loving me wrong, you're loving me fake. Stop feeling my head and feeling my tank. Ain't I was so dumb to stay in the fence, cause I was so lost and stuck in your maze. Stuck in the sex, was stuck in the love. I let you dishonor my name and my love. I let you dishonor my pride like a fool. Denying myself just so I could choose you. I was with you but living a lie. I was giving you life. You were loving me wrong for a while. You were cheating but standing in aisle. Why you keep loving me? You're loving me wrong. You're leading me on. You gotta stop loving me. Stop loving me wrong. You're loving me wrong. You're leading me on. You gotta stop loving me. Stop loving me wrong. You were fake and foul and wasted out. I can, I will, not won't allow you to change my soul or change my sound. So carry the bed that you slept around. You crept around when there's no doubt. STDs distributed out. You sold me a novel, then wrote me out. I cannot, I will not, I won't allow. Why you keep loving me wrong? I'm tired, so I'm moving on. You feel me? No, I'm like a bomb. Stop loving me wrong. Why you keep loving me fake? I've been wrote you off, you're fucking replaced. And this is the end of the song for the fake. Stop loving the ones who will love you. I was with you but living a lie. I was giving you life. Yeah. You were loving me wrong for a while. You were cheating but standing in denial. You gotta stop loving me.
Could write a whole song about how I hate you, about how you played me and led me to believe that you want me, but you just not ready. So I'll wait around for your ass, yeah, I'm crazy. But truth is I love you and I don't know why. It's probably the way you look me in my eyes. And you such a Pisces, yeah, you put me on. And you put me in my place when I'm too much. I need that. Just one time in my life, don't need no yes man. This one nigga in my life, he's fucking honest. I love him cause he's everything I wanted. I need that. I need that. Baby, I'm forgiving you. Can we move on? Can we try this? Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Baby, I can talk talk about the lack of communication. How often you make me feel unappreciated. How I could have been out tonight hanging with my girls, but I'm with your ass all night cause that's what I prefer. But truth is I love you and now I know why. It's the way your hands fit perfectly in mine. And you such a Pisces, yeah, you put me on. And you put me in my place when I'm too much. I need that. Just one time in my life, don't need no yes man. This one nigga in my life, he's fucking honest. I love him cause he's everything I wanted. I need that, I need that. Baby, I'm forgiving you. Can we move on? Can we try this? Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. I need that, I need that. Baby, I'm forgiving you. Can we move on? Can we try this? Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do without you.
delete you from my memory, and I tried to erase you from my mind, and I just can't seem to get over you, 'cause something happens every time I try. Now I'm trying hard to move on, yeah, and I'm trying hard not to hold on to the memories of what we used to be, but something happens every time I try. Baby, I'm trying to get over you, but there's something about the things you do to me. Every time you walk in the room, my knees get weak, I'm still into you. Trying, yeah, I'm trying hard to get over you, but it's hard, I'm still loving you. Now you say that you have moved on from me, but when I looked into your eyes, and you tried to take back all the love that you gave to me, but something happens every time you try. Maybe we should think this over. Maybe give love one more chance. Then we can find again all the love we had within. We will never know until we try. Baby, I'm trying to get over you, but there's something about the things you do to me. Every time you walk in the room, my knees get weak, I'm still into you. I'm trying, yeah, I'm trying hard to get over you, but it's hard, I'm still loving you. I know, if you give love one more chance, you will see that I'm a better man. And when we were together, baby, just give it one more try. 'Cause baby, I'm trying to get over you, but there's something about the things you do to me. Every time you walk in the room, my knees get weak, I'm still into you. I'm trying hard to get over you, but I'm still loving you. I'm trying to get over you, but there's something about the things you do to me. Every time you walk in the room, my knees get weak, I'm still into you. I'm trying hard to get over you, but it's hard, I'm still loving you.
What's going on, y'all? It's Ralph A. World.
And this is Mia Mendez. We are the stars of the new film Boston to Philly, and we're hanging out with the Stephen Knight Show.
Make sure you guys catch the episode and watch Boston to Philly online now.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Janelle, how's it going?
Great, Stephen. How are you?
I cannot complain. Monday, getting through it, you know. How was your weekend?
Right. It was pretty good. So I did a couple of things with the little kiddo, and that was pretty much it. That's my life now, by the way.
Yeah, the mother life, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Well, they got some good stuff for us. Go ahead and take it away.
I do. Well, I want to start off with today. What I want to start off with today is that today is Amazon Prime Day. So it started today at 3. Actually, there are some Amazon, items that Amazon has actually put out, like the Kindle. That started at midnight, but several of the items, there are several items on sale today because it's Amazon Prime Day, and it'll be going on through tomorrow. So you guys have to hurry up and shop. So I just wanted to lead with that. On to the next one, Neiman Marcus Last Call. They are also having a great sale. If you shop there now, you can get an extra 30 to 50% off of everything in the store and online. If you shop Express today only, you can get an extra 40% off of everything online or on their app. Plus, you can get free shipping on your purchase. Steve Madden is also having a sale where everything is 30% off. Plus, you'll get free shipping on your online purchase. Nordstrom is having their pre-sale right now on all of their anniversary sale items. So that pre-sale is going on now through the 19th. So that's a great deal. If you want to get, a jump start on a lot of fall items, you'd be able to do that. And I also like to look at Nordstrom. This is also a great time to go to Nordstrom just to look online and browse, just to see what they have for the upcoming fall season, because a lot of the stuff, will be repeats from last season, and a lot of the stuff from last season is now on sale, and I mean on super duper sale. So you can find similar styles, and that's just like a little shopping tip. You can find similar styles on a lot of stuff that they have, for the fall, because a lot of seasonal fashion repeats itself. So just FYI. The Limited is also having a sale, and you can get their clearance items starting at just $9.99. Now, of course, everything isn't at $9.99, but that's just what their lowest prices are for their clearance items. Nine West is having a buy two, get one free. I'm sorry, let me take that back. A buy two, get one for 40% off sale, so you can buy two and get 40% off of select items. The Children's Place is having a sale today only. And if you shop there now, you can get 60% off of all of their apparel items. Plus, you can get 50% off of everything else. Carter's is also having a sale. And if you shop there now, you can get 50% off of their pajamas. Plus, you can get free shipping on all orders. Shutterfly is having a sale for 48 hours only, and that started today. So, of course, it's today and tomorrow. And if you shop there now, you can get 48% off of all regular priced items. And last but not least, J. Crew is having a sale today through Friday. And if you shop there now, you can get 25% off of regular priced items. Plus, you can get an extra 40% off of all sale items. So that's all I have for you guys this evening.
A lot of good stuff going on there. I'm definitely going to Amazon Prime after the show.
I would suggest you hurry because it's only while supplies last.
Okay.
Like last year, I was trying to get a phone, and of course the phone sold out. So it depends on the items that you're looking for.
Okay.
Because some sellers, there are some private sellers on Amazon who still let customers take advantage of the Amazon Prime. So, it's only going to be like a few, like while supplies last on a lot of the items. So you have to hurry and shop. And my suggestion will also be to use your app versus using your laptop, because if you're using your laptop or any type of computer other than the app, then it keeps on crashing because there's so many people on it right now.
Oh, okay.
So, just keep that in mind.
That's a good tip. Good tip. Well, they can find all these sales at budgetshopaholic.com, correct?
They surely can.
All right. Well, listen, have a great week and talk to you next Monday.
Okay. I'll talk to you then.
All right. Right back after this.
When I hit it, I don't call. No, I don't call. That's a message to you, bro. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the gang. I said I do it since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. They say more money, more problems, but on ones who ain't got none. I leveled up. 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 She said she heard I was on the come up. Out here moving like a boss, yeah, but don't know how much this shit costs. Yeah, she get money, I get money too.
never change up, keep my mind stay the same. Got these broke boys feeling some type of way. I don't recognize when they talking down. Bank accounts filled with large amounts. She just want a real nigga to come around. She just want a real nigga to come around. When I hit it, I don't call. No, I don't call. That's a message to you, bro. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the gang. I said I do it since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. They say more money, more problems, but on ones who ain't got none. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. Count up all these bands, all these dead presidents. She want a one night stand. I told her go bring a friend. More money, more problems. I'm a rich nigga, I'ma solve it. She gave me head in the foreign. I'm flexing on them so gorgeous. Go your bag. What's that rolling? Real recognize real, but I do not know you. Go your bag. What's that rolling? Real recognize real, but I do not know you. I don't recognize when they talking down. Bank accounts filled with large amounts. She just want a real nigga to come around. She just want a real nigga to come around. When I hit it, I don't call. No, I don't call. That's a message to you, bro. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the gang. I said I do it since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. They say more money, more problems, but on ones who ain't got none. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. When I hit it, I don't call. No, I won't call. That's a message to your broad. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the game. I said I do since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up.
Chess move, NWA, go get it attitude. Have to do it big, big as Ice Cube, man. I done paid due. It's time for get back. I'm here to collect where the cheese at. Purchase selling dreams, dog. You can keep that. Cause when my stomach growling, I can't need that. Know where I'm from, all that talking won't cut it. With all that funny shit, you might as well be a muppet. We ain't on the same page, we ain't in the same subject. Cause I be like God, family, hustle, everything else. Money on my mind like a 5950. So I on my grind like it rich and die 50. I pay you no mind if it's none of my business. Cause I spend all my time telling my business. That money on my mind like a 5950. So I on my grind like it rich and die 50. I pay you no mind if it's none of my business. Cause I spend all my time telling my business, my business, my business. Chasing down these zero runners, got me losing sleep runners. All I know is get it, ain't give none to me running. Moving like a ninja, let the hustle speak. And I put money on it, you wanna hustle, man. Swimming in this water, hey, where it's too deep, hey, where it's too real, dog, this ain't no movie. I wouldn't let nothing knock me on my 2 feet. I'm out to get my own piece of I on my grind like it Richard die 50. I pay you no mind if it's none of my business. Cause I spend all my time handling my business. That money on my mind like a 5950. So I on my grind like it Richard die 50. I pay you no mind if it's none of my business. Cause I spend all my time handling my business, my business, my business.
Oh, we got another one, bro? Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Slight work, slight work. Slight work, slight work, slight work. I'ma get right, bro. Millie Rock, Millie Rock.
All I know is niggas gon' hate. All I know is fuck you.
Millie Rock, Millie Rock.
Money make the world go. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is niggas gon' hate. All I know is fuck you. All I know is money make the world go. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is that the money won't change me.
Stack money, yeah, I'm living great. If it ain't about money, niggas gotta wait. Bezel say he wears great. Driving foreign to the 8, ain't a riddle, but it got New York plates. And these bitches don't love you, they around cause the money. Only chasing money, honey. Change my ways, now y'all call me funny. But boy, yeah, I'm really hungry. Head high when it get ugly, I want my music through the country. So y'all could really hate. Bitches state to state, girl, we don't really date. I just let y'all niggas hate. I'm me and Najee at the gate. Big cuz home, man, I couldn't wait. Big bucks, Jigga Joe. All I know, never love a hoe. All I know, move differently. All I know, get this gritty. Niggas know me. All I know is told through my fucking city.
All I know is niggas gon' hate.
Lil Duke.
All I know is fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you.
All I know is money make the world go.
Make it go.
All I know is that the money won't change me.
Change me.
All I know is niggas gon' hate.
They gon' hate.
All I know is fuck you, pay me.
Fuck you.
All I know is money make the world go. Make it go. All I know is that the money won't change me.
Millie Rock, Millie Rock, Millie Rock, whoa.
All I know is that the money won't change me.
Hit that Millie Rock, hit that Millie Rock.
All I know is that the money won't change me.
All I know, I gotta talk my shit. Freeze right on my neck. Designer outfit, only rock valid shit. Only whip valid whip. Shorty, I ain't coming through if it ain't a valid trip. Yeah, I let them 32s, 15, valid shit. Drill time, had it lit. Fuck your bitch, I got a split. Yeah, she give me top, but I don't lick the clip. I chase all the money, can't wait to be rich. Niggas, they be switching. Haters better listen. Get off my dick, I only got money vision. Niggas not in my division, my attention will be given. I know y'all hate how I'm living well. Lil Duke, cuz all I know is niggas gon' hate. All I know is fuck you, pay me. All I know is money make the world go. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is niggas gon' hate. All I know is fuck you, pay me. All I know is money make the world go, make it go. All I know is that the money won't change me. All I know is that the money won't change me. Won't change me. Won't change me.
This is Savage.
And this is Kai.
And we are from the Articulate Podcast, and you are listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Shout out to all of you at home. Listen, tell a friend about The Stephen Knight Show. We're all over the place. Google+, Instagram, everywhere. iHeartRadio, iTunes, you know what I mean? But anyway, thank you so much. Hope you have a great week, and we'll be back again next Monday. Good night.
Tonight is all eyes on me. Everything